Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dhanush Pranam.
Is it audible, Prabhu? Hare Krishna?
Yes, Prabhuji, now audible, Prabhuji.
Sorry.
Yes.
One second. Yeah. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji and Mataji, Dhanush Pranam, Sarv Glory Shishla Prabhupada and Gurudev. Chadhan Prabhu, please read Praveen Prabhu, this Nectar of Holy Name quote.
The nectar of holy name. One who is faithful to his spiritual master gets the Bhakti Lata Bija. This Bhakti Lata Bija is received when one is initiated by the bona fide spiritual master. After receiving the spiritual master's mercy, one must repeat his instructions, and this is called Sarvana, Kirtana, hearing and chanting. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji. Tell me.
Yeah. इसी मध्य चैतन्य मध्य लीला 19152
152 verse page. Yeah. Prabhupada purport. So, yeah, we have to put faith in the hands of spiritual master, our life, spiritual life. So he gives a Bhakti Lata Bija. How it grows? Through the chanting and hearing. After receiving the spiritual master's mercy, one must repeat his instructions. What are the instructions? We, in front of our spiritual master, we say that we take vows, right? I'll chant 16 rounds of Hare Krishna Mantra every day, following 4 regulative principles. No meat eating, no intoxication, no illicit sex, and no gambling. 4 regulative principles. And the other one, if in case His Holiness Radhana Swami Maharaj, we say the third vow. What is that? As far as my capacity, I'll serve Srila Prabhupada mission as a servant of servant. Gopi Bhartar Padakamalayur Dasa 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 Anudasa. So with the spiritual master mercy only, you will be able to understand the spiritual knowledge. We cannot read our own selves and understand. It's going to be bewildered. And with their mercy, we will be able to understand that we have to be fixed and firm faith in that. Yeah. Sad Vijnanartham Swabhyam Guru Gachet. Sad Vijnanartham. In order to understand the spiritual knowledge, we have to approach a spiritual master. Krishna himself says in the Bhagavad Gita, Tad Vidde Pranipatena Pariprashnena Sevaya Upadekshantite Jnanam Jnaninas Tattvadarshinaha. We have to approach, render service in a humble and servitude mode. Then he bestows his mercy. And through that mercy, we understand the spiritual knowledge, understand Krishna, his pastimes, his devotees, everything. Thank you very much. So let us begin with our Mangalacharana prayers. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimidandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurambilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Shatarine. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langaye degire vikrupata mahavande Shri Gurum Deenatharinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Mishwaram Om Pavitra Pavitrava Sarvavasam Gatopiva Yasmaret Pundari Daksham Sabhyabhyantaram Sachi Sri Vishnu Sri Vishnu Sri Vishnu. So actually before beginning continuation of the first canto of 5th chapter, let us review the 4th chapter of 1st canto. So we will read and we get the again overview of the 4th chapter and what is the continuation in 5th chapter. Okay, okay. So I'll share that PDF. So let us go through that Prabhuji's Subodhini guide, Gauranga Darshan Prabhu Subodhini guide. So yeah, we will read this one. I'll read this flow chart. Contents, branched. How can we say this? It's a branched one. Yes. So this is the chapter talks about the appearance of Sri Narada. Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, first chapter. First canto, no, 114, right? First
Fourth text.
canto, yeah, the first canto, first chapter,
Fourth text.
Yes. Mm.
No, Prabhuji.
No, not like that. Sorry.
First in the fourth chapter.
Yeah. I'm confused. Yeah, it's a fourth chapter. First canto, fourth chapter. Yes. Appearance of Sri Narada Muni. Yes. So from first to 13 verses, this box, what is saying? Shaunaka Rishi's further question to Suta Goswami. 1 to 2 verse. Shaunaka Rishi's leader of assembly glorifies Suta Goswami. Third one, questions about the history of Bhagavatam. 4 to 8, qualities and questions about Sukadeva Goswami. How was he perceived at Astinapura and how did he meet Parikshit? 9 to 12, questions about Parikshit Maharaj's birth, activities and renunciation. He is going to explain in detail. So we will read. 14 to 25, Vyasadeva divides the Veda. 14 to 25. From 14 to 18, Vyasa saw the anomalies and degraded qualities of people of Kali Yuga. 19 to 23 verses. To simplify and expand the Veda among Kali Yuga people, he divided it into 4 and entrusted to his disciples. 24 to 25, he compiled Mahabharata for Stri, Shudras and Dvijabandhus. From 26 to 31, Vyasadeva's dissatisfaction and contemplation. In spite of all of his welfare work, he was dissatisfied. 28 to 31, despite my vows, worship and writings, I feel incomplete. Maybe because I have not pointed out devotional service. From 32 to 33, Narada visits Vyasadeva. So we will read each section quickly. So these are the things, right? So, yeah. Read Mataji, Deepa Mataji, 1 to 13, up to this, up to this 4 to 8.
Okay, Prabhuji. Qualities of Shaunaka. First, Shaunaka Rishi's further questions to Suta Goswami. Qualities of Shaunaka. Upon hearing Suta Goswami, Shaunaka Rishi, who was elderly Vriddha, head of the assembly Kulapati, and learned Bahvrucha, congratulated him and spoke as follows. Qualifications of the leader of an assembly. In a meeting of learned men, one who has the above mentioned qualities should congratulate the speaker. Shaunaka praises Suta. You are the most fortunate Mahabhaga and the best of all speakers, Vadatam Vara. Please narrate the pious message of Srimad Bhagavatam spoken by Shukadeva Goswami. Questions about the history of Bhagavatam, in which yuga, at which place, for what reason, and by whose inspiration did Vyasadeva compile the Bhagavatam. Questions about Shukadeva Goswami, Vyasadeva's son Shukadeva Goswami was. Qualities of Shukadeva Goswami, Mahayogi, a great devotee, Samadrik, Nirvikalpakaha, an equibalanced monist, Ekantamati, whose mind is always concentrated in monism, Unnidra, he was transcendental to mundane activities, Mudho Mudha Iveyate, being unexposed, he appeared ignorant.
Yes, Master, thank you. Sandhya Mata, you would like to read?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Please read from 5th to
8th. One second, Prabhuji. I think there is noise disturbance.
Okay.
I'll read, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Bathing naked damsels covered their bodies when the clothed Vyasadeva was passing by, but did not do so when naked Sukadeva Goswami was passing. Astonished, Vyasadeva inquired from them about this. They replied that Vyasadeva made distinctions between male and female while his son did not. Sixth one, how did Hastinapura citizens recognize Sukadeva Goswami, who appeared like a madman, dumb and retarded? Seventh one, how did the meeting and conversation of Maharaja Parikshit and Sukadeva Goswami take place, through which Srimad Bhagavatam appeared? Eighth one is, Sukadeva would stay at the door of householder long enough only for a cow to be milked, just to sanctify the household. Sa go dohana matram hi grihesu graha medhinam avekshate screen actually avekshate mahabhagas tirthi kurvamsa tad ashramam.
Yes,
Shall I
ma'am.
continue?
Yes. You want to continue? Yes, you can continue from 9 to 12 questions.
90 questions about Parikshit Maharaja. Ninth birth and activities. Please explain the wonderful birth and activities of Parikshit Maharaja, who was a first-class devotee. 10-11 renunciation. Parikshit Maharaj was great emperor, bowed down to by all enemies, increasing the prestige of Pandu dynasty, young and powerful and possessing kindly opulences. Why did he give up everything to sit on the bank of the Gangas and fast until death? 12th one. Those who are devoted to the Lord live only for the welfare, development, and happiness of others. Though Parikshit was free from all attachment to worldly possessions, how could he give up his mortal body, which was a shelter for others? Shivaya lokasya bhavaya bhutaye ya uttama sloka parayana janaha jivanti natmartam asau parashrayam mummocha nirvidhiya kutha kalevaram.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry. You complete this, ma'am. That is also.
Okay. 13th one, Sages confidence in Sutta Goswami. You are expert in the meaning of all the subjects except for some portions of the Vedas, and thus you can clearly explain the answers to all of our questions.
Thank you, Mataji. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. 13th verse, what is it? Sages confidence in Sutta Goswami. Because Sutta Goswami heard from Sukadeva Goswami in the assembly of Parikshit Maharaj. That's where you are expert in the meaning of all the subject except for some portion of the Vedas. Thus, you can clearly explain the answers to all of our questions. 6 questions to these sages. So, Naimisharanya sages, 6 questions, right? The first canto itself, we see that. Okay. 9 to 12. Okay. And this one, read Akincham Priya Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
No problem. Yeah.
Sauraka Rishi questions about Srimad. First question: Srimad Bhagavatam, when, where, how, and on whose inspiration did Vyasadeva compile it? 1.4.3. Parikshit Maharaj, his birth, activities, and renunciation. 1.4.9 to 11. Sukadeva Goswami, how was he perceived at Hastinapura, and how did his meetings with Parikshit takes place? 1.4.6 to 7. So answers to the above three questions constitute the rest of the first canto. The Goswami now answers question 1 about the history of the Srimad Bhagavatam.
1, 7, 12 means it's in 7th canto. 12 was.
Yeah, for these questions, answers are there in
Various other
4.14
chapters.
to 1.6.
Yeah.
So Vyasadeva divides the Vedas. Shall I continue, bro?
Yeah. Continue.
Divides the Vedas. Vyasadeva was born of Parasara and Satyavati in the third part of Dwapar Yuga of the 20th Yuga cycle in the Vaivasvata Balamantra. All the yugas are divided into three parts. First, beginning are Sandhya Rupa 10%, middle are Yuga Rupa 80%, and end are Sandhyasva Rupa 10%.
All yugas are divided into three parts. Beginning are Sandhya Rupa 10%, middle are Yuga Rupa 80%, end are Sandhyamsha Rupa 10%. First time hearing. I'm not sure how we get this point. Is it there in the purpose? Anybody recollect?
No problem.
Yeah.
He is classifying this Dwapar Yuga into this again. Dwapar Yuga into this again.
Not Dwapar Prabhu. I think it is saying all yugas.
All yugas it's saying. Huh?
Yeah, all yugas. Yeah, correct. Yeah, it will come in all yugas.
Yeah.
15 to 16. Yeah. Somebody will read?
Yeah. Yes, Praveen Prabhu or Aryan Prabhu, you can read.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. 15 to 16 meditation. Once Vyasadeva, who could see the past and future, Ravarajana, was meditating on the bank of the Saraswati as the sun rose. He then had a vision of the anomalies that would appear in Kali Yuga due to the influence of time. 17 to 18 Kali Yuga qualities. By his transcendental vision, Divyena Kakshusha Chaksusa, Vyasadeva saw the degraded qualities of the Kali Yuga populace. Decreased in bodily strength, Shakti Harasam, faithless, Asradhadhanan, impatient, Asradhadhanan, impatient due to the lack of goodness, Nihasatvan, dull-witted, Dharmedan, reduced in duration of life, Harisita Ayusha, unlucky, Durbhagan. Thus he contemplated for the welfare of all Varnas and Ashramas.
Kali Yuga qualities. We are seeing pretty much in this Kali Yuga. It's already defined in the Vedas, very long, millions of years back. Complete this section, Prabhu.
19 to 20. Division of Veda. Seeing the sacrifices mentioned in the Vedas are a means of purification. To simplify and expand them among the people of Kali, he divided one Veda into four. The histories and authentic stories in the Puranas are called the fifth Veda. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Fifth Veda is nothing but Mahabharata, right? Panchama Veda, that's called. Is it correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, Praveen Prabhu, this is a note point.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. When Lord Brahma first spoke the four Vedas with the four mouths, the mantras were mixed together like an unsorted collections of various types of jewels. Srila Vyasadeva sorted the Vedic mantras into four divisions, Samhitas, which thus became the recognizable Rig Veda, Atharvaveda, Yajur, and Sama Vedas. Reference Srimad Bhagavatam 12.650. 20. Shall I read?
Yeah, please.
21, 22. Professors of different Vedas: Rig Veda, Pilarishi, Sama Veda, Gemini, Yajur Veda, Vaishampayana, Atharvaveda, Sumantu Muni Angira, Puranas, Roma Harsana. Shall I read, Prabhuji? Third
Yeah.
row.
Let me see. Yeah, complete these two sections. Yes, to
Okay, Prabhuji.
discussion.
23rd. Expansions of Vedic knowledge. These rishis passed their entrusted Vedas to their disciples, grand disciples, etc. Thus, many branches came into existence. Refer Srimad Bhagavatam 12, 6 to 7 for the details of the disciplic succession of these Vedas. 24, 25th. Compassion of Vyasadevas. He thus edited the Vedas to help the less intelligent assimilate them and attain the ultimate goal. He also compiled the Mahabharata for Stri, Sudras, and Dvijbandhus, who are not qualified to hear the Vedas. Hare Krishna, Roji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Yeah. Raja Prabhu, want to read?
Yes, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, Dvijabandhus, who are called Dvijabandhus, Prabhuji? I forgot actually. We read in Isha Upanishad.
Dvijabandhus, twice born. It's called. It's called
Like,
Dvijabandhus. Twice born means like after when we take Guru Padarshya, like when we take
initiation, after initiation.
Yes. Yes, Prabhu. That's the second birth. Dvijabandhu means it's a second birth. So first birth we got it from our parents. Then second birth we take the lotus feet of our spiritual master. So called Dvijabandhus. Correct me, Jamie, if anybody.
In purports, what Prabhupada says about Dvijabandhu is those who are not who are related to Brahmanas, but they don't have Brahminical qualifications. These are Dvijabandhus who are not following this. But so he also speaks about what is a Brahminical qualification, that they should have intelligence, they should be in search of absolute truth, and all the different qualities. I'll just, I had this, I'll share it on WhatsApp for you, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji. I remember
Screenshot.
same thing in the when we reading Isha Upanishad.
Yeah, even in Bhagavatam it is there. I'll share it right now in Veda reading group. I
Okay.
recently took a pictures. That screenshot is about Brahminical qualifications. So those people who are born, who are relatives of Brahmanas, but they don't have these qualifications are called Dvijabandhus. Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Yeah.
26 to 31, Vyasadeva dissatisfaction and contemplation. 26 to 27. However, Vyasadeva's mind was dissatisfied in spite of engaging himself in the working for the welfare of all. He thus began to reflect on this. 28 to 31, Vyasadeva's contemplation. 28 to 31, efforts. Vyasadeva, first one, underwent strict disciplinary vows. Second one, unpretentiously, Nirvalikena, worshipped the Vedas, Guru, and the altar of the sacrifice. Third one, abided by the rulings, and fourth one, exhibited the import of disciplic succession through Mahabharata. 30th, dissatisfaction. Though I myself, I am fully equipped with everything required by the Vedas, I am feeling incomplete. 31, possible reason. This may be because I have not pointed out devotional service, which is dear to both the perfect beings and infallible the Lord. Kimva Bhagavata Dharma na prayena nirupitaha. Priya Paramahamsanam ta eva hi achyuta priyaha. Can I complete, Prabhuji, this one?
Priya. Yes, Prabhu.
Narada visits Vyasadeva. 32nd, Haraval. As Vyasadeva is regretting his defects, Narada Muni comes to his cottage. Lacking complete knowledge and being dissatisfied are impossible for Vyasa, since he is the avatar of the Lord. These conditions were strongly produced by Lord Krishna himself in order to manifest the Bhagavatam. which is non-different from him. 33. Reception. Vyasadeva got respectfully and worshipped Sri Narada, treating him equally to Lord Brahma. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Yes, thank you. So then the next chapter is from Bhagavatam. What is the chapter title? Just we are reading. Is
Narada instructions to on the Srimad Bhagavatam for Vyasadeva.
Narada's instructions on Srimad Bhagavatam for Vyasadeva. So in this one, it's a dissatisfaction we see from Vyasadeva, and his spiritual master appeared and helped Vyasadeva. What needs to be done? Why he got the dissatisfaction? What is the next step? Next step is giving through the appearance of Sri Narada. That writing about, yeah, of course, you have written everything. Dharmartha, Kama, Mokshalu, all the things. Various Puranas according to three modes. All 4 Vedas, 18 Puranas, Upanishads. And this is the final and conclusive part from Vyasadeva. That's the writing Srimad Bhagavatam, commentary on the Vedanta Sutra. Fruit. Of course, Dharmartha, Kama, Moksha is there. After Moksha, what is that? What is there? Devotional service, serving their lordships, right? That's one thing. Anybody wants to add anything through the hearing, or we can refer to some more verses in this. See, Christ born, like this also there, right? Prabhuji and Mataji, like after we take initiation from spiritual master, the second birth, right? That's also called, is the same word, Vija Kinchan Priya Prabhu, or anybody, please help me here. Is that second birth, Mahalingavaya Prabhu? The second birth also called Dvija Bandhu or Dvija, twice born, right? Twice born Brahmanas.
Yes,
Dvija
yes.
is
Correct.
twice Bandhu. Dvija Bandhu is relatives of twice born. Dvija is twice born.
Prabhuji, what I have read is the first birth is from our material father and mother. Second
Right.
birth is from Vedas, who are like our mother, knowledge, and then spiritual master is our father. And that is the second birth, which is Dvija. Bandhu, the friend of Dvija. So Dvija Bandhu, friend of a twice born Brahmana.
But Mataji, you said in the purport. So can you point it out? Where is it? Let me clarify.
I sent it in Veda reading group, Prabhuji. You can pull it out from there. I just sent it.
I'm just sharing again. 1 second. Yeah, is it visible, Prabhuji's mother?
Yes, Ruchi.
So okay, this is in the fourth canto, 4, chapter 1. Huh?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So where it is written, Mataji? Can you?
Not written. Dvija Bandhu is it was written elsewhere about Dvija Bandhu, but what is actually a Brahmana's qualifications is written here. The Brahmana's qualification, as stated in Bhagavad Gita, the Brahminical qualifications are control of senses, control of mind, cleanliness within and without, development of spiritual and material knowledge, simplicity, truthfulness, faith in the Supreme Personality of Godhead, etc. These are many qualities which indicate a Brahminical personality. It is understood that Ruchi followed by all the Brahminical principles rigidly. Therefore, it is specifically mentioned as Brahma Varchasvi, one who is born of a Brahmana father but does not act as a Brahmana is called called in Vedic language a Brahma Bandhu, and is calculated to be on the level of Shudras and women. So Brahma Bandhu only is Dvija Bandhu. Elsewhere I had read, but I can't remember where I had read that.
It is in actually Ishopanishad in one chapter, Prabhuji and Mataji. There they mentioned this Dvij Bandhu.
Ishopanishad?
Yeah, Prabhuji. Here they clearly they mentioned that, like that Deepa Mataji said, right?
I remember that because
It's mentioned in
we got question also, Prabhuji, same on this We have close book question also.
Question forgetfulness, Prabhuji. Forgetfulness.
గజనీకి అమ్మ ఇక్కడే కూర్చుంది.
Ishavan is which verse anyone remember? Or let me see, because I want to clearly understand. Okay.
Letter of instruction, either of this. We read it, Prabhuji.
One second. Yeah, I got this one. Dvija Bandhu. Let me share. Let us clearly read and get the from Prabhupada's understanding. Dvija. Where is that? Okay, he divided into 4 Rigsama. Then he gave the charge of these Vedas to his different disciples. Then he taught that this. Okay. He considered the women class and the Shudra class, worker class. Dvijabandhu refers to those who born in a high family but who are not properly qualified. A man who is from here. Okay, I'm reading. You are able to see my screen, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. So this is from Prabhupada's purport. Again, I'm reading. Dvijabandhu refers to those who are born in a high family, okay, but who are not properly qualified. A man who is born in the family of a Brahmana but is not qualified as a Brahmana is called Dvijabandhu. Okay, now clear. Even though he took birth in the Brahmanical family, he doesn't have the qualities of the
Yeah.
Brahmana.
So for me, I was like trying to understand what are those Brahminical qualities.
And then you share that.
Yeah. So who is actually supposed
Satyam,
to?
Satyam, Saucham, Karuna. There is one verse, right? I'm not getting completely.
It could be Prabhuji or Mataji like this one. If he is a Brahman, but like he's eating non-veg and drinking.
Nahi, wo sab bhi nahi, Prabhuji. Even like if suppose like they have given Brahminical qualities, no, that control of senses, control of mind, cleanliness within and without, development of spiritual and material knowledge, and faith in Supreme Personality of Godhead. So there could be somebody who is born in a Brahmana family, but does not
He
have
doesn't have these qualities.
Qualities, yeah.
Those are, it need not be only non-veg. Even if they don't have control of senses, control of mind, or faith in Supreme Personality of Godhead also, then they are Dvijabandhus.
Okay.
So now everybody is a Dvijabandhu.
Opposite, Mataji. See, yes. Thank you for finding out that particular verse. It's important. Yes. Who is having these qualities now? Even I am not qualified.
Everybody is a Dvijabandhu right now.
Yes. As stated in Bhagavad Gita, Brahmana qualifies control of the senses, control of the mind, cleanliness within and without, development of spiritual and material knowledge, simplicity, truthfulness, faith. Let us try to develop those qualities. That's the hope by following this Bhakti Yoga principles. Let us try. That is ultimately, unless we control the mind, senses, unless we cleanliness within, without, unless development of spiritual and material knowledge, simplicity, truthfulness, honesty, faith. So these are all devotee qualities. Brahmana is nothing but is devotional qualities, devotee qualities, right? Yeah. We already past time. So anybody wants to share anything in this? Actually, is a mechanical reading. I'm feeling. Is there anybody feeling like that? Like going through these PDFs? While reading through, anybody remember that we read fourth chapter?
No problem.
We read and continued to Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita and then Bhagavad Gita. Anybody remember? Actually,
No, Prabhuji. Actually, we need to do like immediate, Prabhuji. I mean, after completion of this, it will be.
But even then, even if we do immediate, after we do Chaitanya Charitamrita, what we did in fourth chapter of Bhagavatam, we'll not remember. But the whole point is, I was also seeing one lecture where somebody asked the same question that we can't remember anything. So the speaker, I don't remember who the speaker was, but said that don't worry about remembrance because that is a nature of us to forget. But whatever time you are reading, it is like spending time with Krishna. So whether you remember or you don't remember, that is not nobody is checking your scholarly qualities. It's only about spending time with Krishna, that time, and Krishna will see the effort. That is what we should only take it that way. We'll not remember.
Yeah, it was told by Gaurang Darshal Prabhu.
Ah, yes, yes.
I think Satya Prabhuji asked this question.
In our satsang only. Okay. I got now. Correct.
Yeah, that was in the art. See, I don't even remember where I heard it.
Yeah, art of studying
You
scriptures.
got the point. It's okay. You got the point. You have that confidence. Yes, it's okay. Even though I don't remember.
Yeah.
I'm with Krishna. Whatever time we are. Of course, we are with Krishna now. So even though we don't see Krishna right away, but through his Bhagavata is a person, right? Bhagavatam, no difference between Krishna and Bhagavatam.
Yeah. So it's all about spending the time and keep going like that. Again, we have to come back again. Once this reading is over, maybe after 4 or 5 years, we'll again come back to
See,
this.
that's where these scriptures are. That's where these Vaishnava acharyas finding never-ending happiness while reading every time, because this is eternal knowledge, right? Simple thing. This is eternal knowledge. This eternity is there with Krishna. The knowledge is also eternal knowledge. That's where they don't feel bored. It's not a material sound vibration, spiritual sound vibration, connected with Supreme. Those are the qualities. Yeah. Let us have that own. That is the only hope. Of course, we are not, ఏకాగ్రత చిత్తంతో ఉండే మనుషులం కాదు మనము. అవర్ షార్ట్ లివ్డ్, షార్ట్ మెమరీ, అందరి పరిస్థితి అదే. Yes, all of the situation.
There are two types of Bhagavata, right, Prabhuji? Book Bhagavatam and devotee Bhagavata. Right?
You both. You both. Yes, Prabhu. Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Prabhuji Sanmagari. The no pronouns. Again, Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha, Kripa Sindhu Perevacha. Antakoti Vaishnava ki jai. Shri Prabhupada Transcendental Book Reading ki jai. Nitai Gaura Hari Premanande Hari Hari Bo. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. See you all on Monday. Hare Krishna. Have a happy Krishna conscious day. Hari Bo.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.